This is TOS Television, your digital-first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Ukmade, and this is Africa Now. A 14-year-old girl was killed, at least 18 people were injured, and 12 houses were damaged from a shelling by Eritrean forces in Northern Ethiopia, United Nations and regional forces said. At least 23 rounds were fired, some hitting a schoolhouse in displaced families. It was a rare bombardment after 2 months of relative peace in a conflict, which began in November of 2020. Eritrea has supported Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's federal forces in its war since late 2020 with the TPLF. Suspected separatist militants in Cameroon are reported to have killed at least 20 people in an attack on a village near the border with Nigeria. Cameroonian soldiers have freed a kidnapped senator of the ruling party, plus several other hostages, in an operation in the country's English-speaking northwest region, the army said. Senator Elizabeth Regina Mundi was kidnapped along with her driver last month in Bamenda. The separatist group Ambazonian Defense Forces, ADF, said it carried out the abduction. Still on matters of security, Rwanda will retaliate if it suffers further attacks from the neighbouring Democratic Republic of Congo, its foreign minister said on Tuesday, after accusing Congo of firing shells across the border last month. Vincent Biruta's comments come amid the recent resurgence of attacks from the M23 rebel group and have strained relations between the neighbors. Congo accuses Kigali of supporting the rebel group and of carrying out a military offensive in its eastern borderland. Rwanda denies the claims and has in turn accused Congo's army of fighting alongside the Democratic Forces of the Liberation of Rwanda, an armed group founded by the ethnic Hutus who fled Rwanda after participating in the 1994 genocide. Now, Islamic State on Tuesday claimed responsibility for an attack that killed at least 15 civilians in a village in Northeast Democratic Republic of Congo on Sunday, the militant group said on an affiliated Telegram channel. Islamic State claimed its members killed nearly 20 Christians and set fire to 6 trucks in the attack using machine guns and returned back to their bases unhurt. Mali has denied allegations in the UN report that its national army was responsible for an exponential rise in abuses, including summary executions and forced disappearances. Mali's Foreign Affairs Ministry said the allegations were intended to damage the image of the defense and security forces and to discredit it vis-a-vis the population and the international community. A total of 248 of 543 civilian deaths were attributed to the defense and security forces. This is your digital-first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You're watching Africa Now. Business stories and more coming your way after the break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back in business. South Africa's government is proposing to extend a cut in the general fuel levy until early August to ease pressure on consumers from high domestic fuel prices linked to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. In a joint statement on Tuesday, the National Treasury and Department of Mineral Resources and Energy said the estimated cost of the 2-month proposal in foregone revenue was 4.5 billion rand. The powerful Tunisian Trade Union Center UGTT on Tuesday announced a nationwide public sector strike on June 16 to protest against soaring inflation and prevent the privatization of major state-owned companies. The announcement comes at a time when the country is wallowing in a deep economic crisis and the government is counting on the support of the General Union of Tunisian Workers for the reform program it has submitted to the IMF in the hope of obtaining new credits. Still in business, Gabon's government has included $5 million in its 2022 budget as compensation for victims, particularly farmers whose crops were destroyed by elephants. On Monday, Gabonese Minister of Water and Forestry, Lee White, announced the provision in response to allegations that he was more concerned with defending elephants than human beings, whose livelihoods the animal had destroyed. Human-elephant conflict has become a serious national problem in Gabon, with elephants regularly destroying agricultural parcels of land to the detriment of the national population. The government would consider building electronic barriers and other methods to keep the elephants out of farmlands rather than killing them, he said. Now moving away from business. WHO in the new report has accused the tobacco industry of causing widespread deforestation, pollution and emitting millions of tons of carbon dioxide. The WHO report tagged Poisoning Our Planet, published on Tuesday to coincide with World No Tobacco Day, outlined new findings on the extent to which tobacco industry is harming both the environment and human health. The WHO also called for the implementation of stronger tobacco taxes and for countries to extend support services to help people quit tobacco. And in sports, Namibia's Olympic 200-meter silver medalist Christine Mboma will miss this month's African Athletics Championship after failing to recover from a thigh injury. The 19-year-old, who is currently Africa's highest-rated sprinter, was injured during the 100-meter at the Cape Kino Classic Continental Tour meeting in Kenya on May 7, pulling up and failing to finish the race. And that is it on Africa Now. For more updates, visit our website at www.TOS TV Follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Okwande. Thanks for watching.